Welcome back everyone, and welcome to another year, 2021. Sorry for the slight delay in getting started. Here in the UK we are back into our second lockdown probably until March. Not ideal, but obviously very necessary, and I slightly lost my mojo and trying to balance the kids' home learning in the house and everything, and trying to keep safe and well sort of takes its toll. Anyway, back with inspiration and makeup joy. I'm very much looking forward to reading your comments on Saturday. This is Tuesday. Now I'm going to be doing a couple of films today, and since I've been doing this like 5 years now, I would love to know what you would like from this channel, because I've covered most things, I think, over the years, and obviously it's great to have new products and stuff, but I wondered whether that's what you want. Do you want me to do a demonstration of all the new NARS matte lipsticks, for instance, or to kind of do a whole makeup on just using e.l.f. products? Or are you happy with this, what I'm doing, kind of random stuff that sort of organically happens and I chuck it down the lens to you? I don't know. But I just thought, as we're starting, why not find out what you guys want to learn and like to watch, so that I can make sure I'm delivering content that's worthwhile. Today is all about just maintaining that glow in your skin, because in the winter, and especially if you are in the same situation as us in the UK, you're spending a lot of time indoors, your skin on your body and your face is going to be really dry, so you're going to have to be extra specially kind to it, more so than you would do at any other time. So basically that means you need to do two things, and these always come together. One is exfoliation and the other is hydration. And hydration might happen 2 or 3 times a day, not just that quick layer you put on in the morning. You have to be really kind of tuned into your skin. But honestly, if you really pay attention to your skin, it feels so much better and it looks so much brighter. It's worth it. I'm going to talk about 2 exfoliators on completely opposite ends of the scale. I'm going to talk about the Medicate PHA Press and Glow and the baby facial from Drunk Elephant. Now if you're watching me in America, you'll have had this product. It's only just come to us in the UK because it was super strong, and I think even they've said in America you leave it on for 20 minutes, in the UK they said leave it on for 10 minutes. Anyway, it's here, 25% AHA and 2% BHA, which means it basically works on fine lines. That's nice. My kids have decided to print something else. Excuse me while this prints out. Great. Okay, that's that done. He can get on with his work. Right, so where was I? So the Medicate Press and Glow is a daily exfoliant, and it is for the most sensitive skins or rosacea or eczema, but it allows you to get that cell rejuvenation over and over again daily without causing any irritation. Now here we've got AHA, BHA and PHA. All these abbreviations to learn, but the PHA you'll be discovering in much more skincare this year. And it is a larger molecule and it's more hydrating and therefore more gentle. So great for young skins as well. But using a daily exfoliant, if that's what you prefer, will really help lift those dead skin cells off the surface of your skin. I've said it before, anything that is rough does not reflect the light, so any dry skin will just scatter the light. A smooth surface of your skin, you'll get that lovely bounce back when you put on your foundation or your moisturiser. So this is really, really important. There's lots of different ones. If you want me to go and do a special video just on liquid exfoliants, I can do that for you. Whereas this, I was going to say this mother, I was going to say this product is really punchy. Now I've got quite strong old skin. I've used to wash my skin in Surgical Spirit years ago and it was so bad. Obviously do not ever do that. That was just me not knowing anything. And so you put it on and it's a mask. So use it at night, or you could use it in the morning if you want to, but then don't put any makeup on for a few hours. It's just literally a few pumps on your face and it stings like that. You're like, oh gosh, it's not going to get worse. It's not going to get worse. It doesn't get worse. It subsides, and then when you wash it off, your skin is so soft and smooth. I have to say this is brilliant, and I've really loved using that. I have to make sure that I don't use it more than twice a week, because I will then tip the scales the other way and then I'll start to irritate my skin. And because of the situation we are in now, and if you are wearing masks, All we need to make sure is that we're really looking after the moisture barrier of our skin, and that simply means the hydration content in our skin is high, is rich, because when you've got that abrasive action with your masks on there and your skin is dry and parched, it will become very inflamed and irritated, and then it's going to take at least 4 or 5 days to get back to that level. So keep rehydrating. There are 2 moisturisers that I'd love to talk about, again, on 2 different scales. Weleda Skin Food. Now this is a classic product. The Rich Intensive one is a makeup artist's favourite, and I've used this at work for years and years. The reason is that when I get a really rich emollient finish to a skin and then I put the foundation on, it just looks so natural and glowy. The more moisturiser, if you have a dry normal skin, that you can get on before you do that, put any makeup on your skin, it makes such a big difference. And they also do the Skin Food Light, because actually not everyone wants quite a rich moisturiser, and it does feel lovely on your skin, but it does feel quite heavy. So again, some people like that, some people don't, so then they got the light one too, but really great natural products that work a treat. On the other end of the scale of that, this is by a company called U Beauty, and it's called the Smart Hydrator. And this is, I believe, is the second product in this range. And it is a formula that's created with 5 different types of hyaluronic. And the brand owner's idea was that she didn't want to have 12 steps, she wanted 1. She wanted to have a moisturiser that just did it all. It's got lots of vitamin C in as well, antioxidants. It's very lightweight in consistency, but a little bit goes such a long way, and that's the beauty of this product. So you put on something really light, but it really hydrates, and they say their marketing is that it keeps your skin hydrated for 48 hours. Well, sorry, but that's pushing it, but it really does hydrate your skin with the lightest touch. So really highly recommend if you don't like something that's too occlusive and too kind of mask-like on your skin. And we have to be careful that you don't want to put too many rich things on your skin, because then your skin won't be able to shed its natural skin cells. So you don't want to keep loading up your face. You need to make sure that you're exfoliating and moisturising, and that will help massively. So they're my top tips. So I'm going to start a very simple makeup, easing in gently, and I'm going to be using Glossier Future Dew. Now, got a little bit of a swelling there on my face. You'll never believe what happened to me. I was lying on the sofa. My son has a hamster. We've had hamsters with different children for years. Bloody thing bit my face. Literally bit my face there. And there's a little bit of a mole or something growing on my face there. And I literally had to shake the hamster off my face. How grim is that? So this is a really kind of just simple, glossy, hydrating makeup, just to kind of start us on the right track, looking after our skin for the beginning of the year. So the Future Dew is what I call just a really lovely, glossy, hydrating finish to your skin. It doesn't give lots of glitter and sparkles, but it definitely gives you that glow. Now that would obviously, for me, wouldn't be ideal going out just like that. That would be too shiny for me. So because I want to keep it simple and I want to focus on the glow, I'm going to use All Day Flawless Concealer by Max Factor. Now these long wear concealers are great for looks like this, because you can just whack them on with the doe foot, and it just kind of covers and knocks back any redness or hamster bites that you might have on your face. And then you can blend it in, but because you've got such a lovely hydrated finish to your skin, it blends in. I would not recommend doing this if you have a dry skin, and when you put your moisturiser on, your skin still feels dry. If that is the case, people, you have to keep hydrating your skin. Like sometimes I've gone makeup free for a day, well, for a few days at home. I haven't bothered until I got sick of the sight of myself, and then thought, right, here we are, full face. And if you put concealer on a dry skin, it just makes your skin look like 10 years older. Crepey, it highlights all the dry areas. It doesn't do your face or skin any justice at all. So if you want to do this quick whack it on long wear concealer look, then you want to make sure that you've got a lovely hydrated base. So I don't want to fuss around too much with my skin. I just want to kind of keep it simple, and fresh, because sometimes we can't be bothered, can we? Anyway, how are you all? What's going on? Are you all... I know I've got friends in Australia, my God, they're so well behaved, aren't we? I think, oh, let's not talk about Corona, for God's sake. Anyway, I hope you're all well. And it is very nice to have this beauty escape, and I've got some nice ideas coming up. I'm looking forward to what you guys are thinking. My New Year's resolution is to bloody start with this eyebrow serum, because as you can see, they are really fading. I thought it was just a bit of a growth pattern with my brows, but I'm beginning to think otherwise. When I finish this film, I'm going to run upstairs and put it by the side of my bed. I'm still taking the Ingenious Collagen, by the way. I'm going to get back to you in 1 month about that, because I just need to get a few little more hairs. But this is a great pencil. Let me just get the right name. It's the Ultimate Arch Definer by BBB, Blink Brow Bar London. And I love that colour against a blonde. Oh, by the way, I found out I was trying to use these shampoos for my hair to make it brighter. And I've been using purple shampoos for blondes. It's silver I have to use. Some silver shampoo off Amazon after someone recommended it on a live I did on Instagram. So I'm hoping that I'm going to really brighten my hair, because I just thought maybe I'll just put a bit of Domestos in it, brighten it up. No! I mean, that is a joke. But it was just so annoying. I know it's really hard to lift colour. It's always great to add colour, isn't it? Easier to add colour in other box sets, but it's very hard to lift colour. Anyway, I'll be interested to see how this product works on my hair. But this is creamy and it's nice and thick. And because I've got a lot of brow to extend and fill in, I'm not there for hours. I mean, you know, it's lovely to do a nice detailed brow sometimes, but I just need to get that shape and structure in my face, and then I feel happy. But this makes it very easy. It's got a very short stubby brush on the end, which I like. It's not like the normal twisted wand that you get on the end of a brow, but it's actually quite nice. Just pull that through. Do you know what? And what I might going to have to do is probably use a little bit of the gimme brow just at the tail. Even if it's a nice natural makeup, I think when you're in your 40s, it's just good to have that structure. So a little bit of brow, a little bit of lash. I'm just going backwards on that to catch the little hairs that I do have. That just makes it stronger and it makes it last longer all day. I'm just going to bring these up so it looks a little bit more feathery. Just very, I mean, literally super light. That brow's better on that side. Just keeping that little bit of structure in your face and brows and lashes makes all the difference. And nice juicy lips. I've got a really beautiful lipstick to share with you today. Great. It's this brow that doesn't have the softness at the start. Anyway, that's a little bit better already, giving me a bit of a lift. I'm going to use Sweet Peach Peony. You know I love these Nude Sticks blushes. Come in various colours, and as for a cream brush, they do last quite a long time. I'm going to put a little bit more concealer just around my nose. Now I haven't powdered yet, and I will powder because the long wear concealers, you get much more payoff and long wear results when you give it a little bit of a powder, but just because I'm still using my wet products, I'll carry on with that. Okay, so just for a nice healthy flush, this is a very kind of like peachy, pinky coral, sort of a mixture of all seasons. I'm going to do another one just to kind of show you how to really bring out the best in your winter skin and kind of get rid of the greyness. I think I'll film that later for you. But for now, I just want that sort of just subtle warmth to the face, sort of a makeup, something of nothing. And you know what? I'm just going to put that right across my lids as well. And put it into the socket. It's a big stick. And then again, just use your finger. That's quite nice, isn't it? Just gives that little bit of warmth. And I'll place it just on the outer third more than I will in the centre, because that's where I like to get my eyes knocked back just slightly with that little bit of warmth. It's quite nice, and because everything's still dewing wet, it blends quite well. Nice and soft. So I'm going to go in and use the Hourglass Ambient Powder. Now this is a really beautiful powder. multi-tonal, multi-pigmented, which means it's very, very natural on. And I'm going to use a brush that's slightly, oh, I'm not going to use that one. That needs a nice and clean. Let me use this one. I'm going to use a brush that is slightly dense and compact. And when you use a brush that is like this, dense and compact, you'll get a much heavier coverage of powder. And because this powder is very light in texture and finish, I can afford to do that. Whereas if I use this brush, say, on a Studio Fix MAC powder that's like a foundation powder in one, that would be way too heavy and too much of a contrast between my sort of fresh, glowy, hydrated skin and the matter finishes. If you don't like powder, that you sort of need a little bit of powder to sort of elongate your makeup throughout the day, then this is a really nice choice. It is an investment piece, but I don't think you'll ever get to the end of this, quite frankly. And if you used a big fluffy brush with this, you could then dance the product all over your skin and you'll get a nice soft finish to your makeup. But if you want to be more particular about where you apply your makeup, then use a more dense brush. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to use a little bit more. Do I like that sheen there? Do you know, I think I'm happy with that sheen here. I'm going to use a mascara that I haven't used before. This is Laura Mercier Caviar Volume. So like I was saying about having your brows and your lashes kind of strong, look at this big fat feathery twisted brush. Haven't used a brush like this in a while, but I just thought I'd give it a go for a change because I've been using all the little brushes for a long time. And I thought this might just give me a really soft effect to my lash because the makeup's going to be quite gentle. And yes, that's right. That is very pretty and soft. As you know, I quite like sort of a Charlotte Tilbury push-up lash or Marc Jacobs. I like a really sort of strong, thick lash. Oh, but that's very delicate and very feathery. If you've got thick lashes and you don't like too much mascara on them because too much makes too much of your lashes, then this sort of brush is perfect. It's a nice big brush, so it covers the lashes, but it just gives you that sort of like softer, more feminine finish. I always do a good 2 coats because I find that the mascara works so much better once it layers upon itself. Yeah, you're not going to get any twigs as eyelashes with this mascara one. That's really lovely. And that's, you know, that really does show you the difference, doesn't it? Of what a twisted bristle brush does compared to a sort of moulded latex one. And I'm going to use it underneath as well. If I'm feeling a bit tired, I just do on top, just to give my eyes a bit of a lift. But because again this is going to be very soft, I'm going to use it underneath as well. Great, okay, right, so new for next year is going to be lots of things. I definitely think we're going to be talking much more about pre and probiotics. There's going to be much more attention placed on packaging and sustainability and refillable products. And this is Hourglass's offering. It's called Confession, and it's a refillable lipstick. Look how pretty that is. I mean, it's so stylish. This comes in about 8 shades, and this shade is I'm Looking, and they put the shade name just on here rather than underneath because they wouldn't want to ruin it, would they? But it's literally too small for anyone to look at. I've really been enjoying this because this lipstick does not need liner. It feels really hydrated, but it doesn't move, you'll see. And it just looks like a sort of coveted lip colour, just sort of like the lip colour that you'd always want your lips to look like if they were made up, because it's sort of too pale to be natural. Let me show you. See, I love that. Look at that. Just peachy. And I love these peachy colours with denim. Now I have to creep the colour up to my top lip because she's a bit more feathery. I'm do sorry about the lighting today. It was really sunny when I started, and now it's got really cloudy. I've had to close everything down because I much prefer to use natural light to keep it as real as possible. But oh, See, the texture of this is beautiful. And it just has that kind of hint of modernity to it, being sort of slightly peachy. I love it. With the cheek. And that is the lip that I've been loving and wearing, and it's been making me happy. In this lockdown time, I've been doing a few Instagram lives and I've just put that on, and it's just felt really, really comfortable. There's some really nice formulas coming through, I have to say, that are very lightweight and packed with pigment in lipsticks and in foundations, so maybe we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks. Anyway, gang, thank you for being supportive and fabulous. I really hope you're doing okay, and I look forward to hearing and reading your instructions below about what's to come and what you would like to learn about more. You know, it's that thing, isn't it, when you know something so well, sometimes you just think, well, surely you know that. Yeah, anyway, so I'll get busy, write down what you say and deliver. Take care, everyone, and it's good to be back.